Today in the Brick Lab, we're going to be taking a look at a shrunken down Destiny Shadow, because why not? So to be completely honest, I actually got this design request a long time ago. Just how long, you can see on the screen if I've remembered to actually put in the design request this time. Does this make me a bad person? Well, I don't know about that, but it definitely makes me a bad master builder. Anyway, let's move on to what you actually came here for, the build. So let's start with some of the features we can see here on street level. Now first, of course, we have these exhaust pipes, which are probably an unnecessary detail, but I really like the look they have, and they make it look a lot more like the larger Destiny Shadow. Then here we can also see we have the stud shooters and a frog at the front of the craft. We also have some railings here. The golden pipes from the original Destiny Shadow were way too long, so what I did instead was made my own railings with some gold ninja swords, some hinge pieces here, and then some 3-length golden bars. And then of course we also have some stud guns on the front here, and the prow, the figurehead on the prow from the original Destiny Shadow. I did try to make my own, which I'll show you in a little bit, but that didn't really turn out the best, and this one will do. It still fits in scale-wise anyway. And if we rotate around to the other side, we can see, well, the other side is exactly the same as the first side. Nothing too special here. So if we rotate to the back, we can see that just like the larger Destiny Shadow, the mini Destiny Shadow is also powered by golden engines that spew out dark matter. Well, that's probably not actually dark matter, it's probably just exhaust, but I think the dark matter part sounds cool. Anyway, as you can see, I made a slight addition to mine. I've only used one engine, but hey, the Destiny Shadow is a lot smaller, so it probably needs a lot less power. I did add in this 2x2 trans-purple radar dish with these energy effects printed on it. It looks pretty cool, and I got it from the Wolverine vs. Magneto Mighty Micro set, although it's probably available readily on Bricklink and in many other sets besides. So let's take a look at the cockpit. Now you've probably already noticed these red angle plates here, and the hinges right here, and you probably already know what they do, but I'm going to tell you anyway. They're the wings, and they pop out, and they're really cool. So here's a look. So we just take them, and whew, boom, boom. We have a flying Destiny Shadow. Now, I guess the mechanism isn't as cool as in the larger Destiny Shadow, since instead of a little handy button you push on back to pop out the wings, you have to do it manually, but it's actually not too difficult, and it's kind of fun anyway. So here's a zoomed out look of the wings extended. As you can see, they actually look pretty cool. They actually look pretty legit. Like this ship could actually take off and fly, although a flying ship is kind of ridiculous. But hey, this is Lego. We can do whatever we want. Now we can see here we also have a cockpit that seats 2 ninja. We have Lloyd and Cole, which were the ones in the set, although in Hands of Time I believe it was actually Lloyd and Zane who piloted this thing. Okay, so let's just pull out our pilots here so that we can take a better look at this thing. And as you can see, we have a seat here for Cole, a higher seat, and a seat here for Lloyd. And if we turn that thing around, we can kind of see the computer that Lloyd uses to pilot the ship. And now for my favorite feature, which is the boats. Now the Destiny Shadow has 2 boats that pop off of the sides to become pods or little recon vehicles, I don't know what. I really like that feature. I'm pretty much a sucker for escape pods, so I went ahead and added them into the Destiny Shadow. So if we just pull them off here, they come off easily. That was me, they don't actually make that sound. And we have 2 little boats here, both identical and both kind of neat looking. They're like little canoes. I really like the use of the Nexonite shields here on the ends, just to give them a little point. They're not really canoes, I guess, more like little coracles maybe? I don't know. I'm not really familiar with boats, so. The only downside to removing them is that, unlike the Destiny Shadow, the mini version doesn't have room for a roof, and so the ship is left looking kind of bare, although I guess we could still seat the ninja, and as long as they're flying carefully, they're probably not going to fly off, right? Yeah, we'll go with that. And I guess that doesn't really matter, since the ninja probably aren't going to use the boats that often. I mean, if you have a Destiny Shadow, are you going to go paddling around in some little canoe? I wouldn't. I'd be flying that ship around. And I kind of also forgot to mention that since the boats are on those little socket ball joint pieces, you can actually change the position of them a little bit, just to vary up the look of the mini Destiny Shadow. You can't do too much because the wings are right here, and also with minifigures piloting the ship, there's not a lot of room for maneuverability, but it's just a little design feature, and you could kind of change it up a little bit. Maybe flare them out a little at the front. It's not really a big part of the design. I guess you could move them out like this, maybe make attack mode or something, I don't know. I really don't. And I should, because I'm the one who put this thing together. And if I don't know, we're sunk. That was not a pun, by the way. Anyway, that about wraps up our look at the mini Destiny Shadow. If you'd like to see a build tutorial, please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe, and do all that other good stuff. And if there's anything else you'd like me to know, also leave me a comment below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Which, given my track record, might be never. But hey, I'm trying. It's just a lot going on. Anyway, I'll see you next time.